Hi, it's Maggie the Average Gypsy here to bring you your July 2020 general readings. This reading is for the Earth sign of Virgo, and we're looking at the first half of July, so July 1st through July 15th for the Earth sign of Virgo. Welcome everyone. I hope, as I always do, that you are staying safe and well and as balanced as possible in what has been a very unprecedented and rather crazy year. And I do thank you for all that you have done and continue to do in support of this channel, your likes, shares, subscribes, comments and feedback, your donations, even just taking the time to tune in and watch the videos. Every bit of it is welcome and appreciated. Thank you. So, this reading is for Virgo from July 1st to July 15th. Watch all of your sign videos if you know them and if you can, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, because they each bring in different bits of information and clarity. So this is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, if your Venus is in Virgo, or if you're cross-watching for a Virgo as well. His general readings, of course, always resonate a little differently for everyone. If any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out and take a deeper look at something, get a personal reading, information about personal readings, just click on the description link below on that little arrow. You'll see some info and contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I can usually respond with more info within the same day or the first 24 hours. And I do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and my own to get readings set up for you in as timely a fashion as possible. So email me if you're interested. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the first half of July has in store for you. We are using Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and if we need to clarify, we'll be clarifying with the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Virgo, we begin with the Ten of Wands, followed by the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Coins, or Pentacles, followed by the Chariot. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy, or your general focus energy for the first half of July, is the Ace of Wands. What's interesting is that right behind it is the World, so, and we have that Ten of Wands too, so definitely a cycle coming to an end. So it feels like this is more of a work-oriented reading or career financial structure, you know, whatever usually falls under the umbrella of earth energy for you, which is the element which governs the suit of coins or pentacles. Because that's the energy that governs our physical life and our physical self, and the things in our life that make us feel safe, stable, solid, gives us a sense of continuity and roots. So things like money, finance, property, real estate assets, our job, you know, our long-term relationships. So there's a new beginning here, which represents the end of a very difficult and challenging cycle. So your overall energy is the Ace of Wands, so a new beginning. Aces represent the number one. Aces represent the number one, which represents a new path, the beginning of something new, or the opportunity for that. This is the Ace of Wands, which is the Ace of Fire. So there's a lot of excitement and enthusiasm and desire and passion and a lot of forward movement in this. So starting off on something new, which represents the end of a pretty challenging cycle here with the Ten of Wands. So tens in the tarot represent a cycle coming to completion or to a fulfillment place, the circle kind of, coming full circle. In the Legacy of the Divine Tarot deck, the Ten of Wands is pretty extreme, a bit more extreme than the Gilded Tarot that I often use. That one shows a man standing up with a load of wands on his back, although he's bent over because it's so heavy he can't stand up straight. And here, you have this heavy load on you, and it's so heavy that you're on your belly crawling and clawing for every single inch, but it's coming to an end. And it may be because there's an offer, some help coming in from the outside, or an offer, and maybe job, work, career. You may be starting a new job or returning back to work. I know during the pandemic and the quarantine and everything, it's been financially and economically very difficult, if not outright crushing for a lot of people. So some of you, this is going to mean that you were laid off work, and you're getting a new job, so you're going to be starting that in the first half of July. Or perhaps you've been furloughed, or you're going back to work. And so, this very difficult, challenging burden around work, money, career, projects, is coming to an end. The Knight of Cups is the offer or opportunity coming in. It's emotional too. And some of this, it might be the Knight of Cups. Knights represent offers and opportunities coming in, but just because it's not the Knight of Coins or Pentacles doesn't mean it's not a job offer. It could be. But for some of you, the Knight of Cups could also represent somebody coming in to offer some help for you, maybe financial or resource, or put you in touch with a person that you can get work from or with. That's going to help bring this cycle to an end for you. This is what's coming in for you. And then we have the Eight of Coins followed by the Chariot. I love this energy around the second week or the middle of July. The Eight of Coins is the work card, kind of nose to the grindstone, working a lot, detail-oriented, maybe a bit repetitive work. It's a card of work, whatever that means to you, whether it's working for someone else, your own business, your own projects. And it's next to the Ten of Wands. So I really do feel like for a lot of you, this really challenging cycle, really heavy, painful, challenging cycle for you is coming to an end, and you are starting off on something new. And I really do feel like it's work, career, projects for most of you. So what clarifies that Eight of Coins is the Chariot, which I love because the Chariot is a major arcana card, but it's a card that represents success, particularly in career or work. It's success that comes from sheer perseverance, determination, fortitude. It represents winning because you may have gotten knocked down 10, 11, 12 times, but you get up that 13th time and you keep on going, and that's when you win. It represents success that comes from your willingness. It represents winning because you refuse to give up, period. No matter how many times you get knocked down, you get back up again. And this is a card of winning because you refuse to lose sight of your goals. You stay very focused on your goals, ambitious, driven, doing everything that you can to pull together the resources you need to move something forward quite beautifully. So it's a really great reading, Virgo. I'm not sure we really need to clarify much here, but let's do it anyway. Let's clarify. Oh, look, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Again, I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale to clarify, so it's interesting. So let's clarify this Ace of Wands. We have another ace, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups again. So we have two knights that are repeating. So what's this exciting new beginning about? Well, it's an exciting new beginning. That one's very fiery. This one's watery. It's the Ace of Cups. So it's a brand new beginning. It's a beginning clarified by a beginning. One is driven by excitement and enthusiasm and passion, and the other one is driven by, which are all emotions too, and the other one is driven by pure mercurial water, your emotions. This is the heart beginning to open up again, self-love, self-knowledge, awareness, and the Knight of Cups. So you have the Knight of Cups twice. Now, cups is governed by the element of water, and it usually governs our emotional life. And sometimes, I mean, the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups could represent, new love and romance as well. This could be an offer of love coming in or somebody asking you out on a date, although dating is kind of chintzy these days, as, it's not all that safe out there right now. But I really feel like for the majority of you, it's work, career, financial oriented. It looks like there is help coming in. There's offers of help coming in, which might be a job connection. It could also be a gifting of money. But it alleviates this pressure. It brings this Ten of Wands cycle to a close. And it looks like by around the second week of July, the middle of July, you're kind of off and running, particularly in the realm of work. Let's clarify this Ten of Wands. I mean, for some of you, it might also be that you didn't get laid off or furloughed during the pandemic, but maybe you were retained. But it could also be because other people around you had to leave, that you had to take on the workload of 2 people or 3 people or something of that sort too. And because people are starting to return back to work, or more people are going, back under that umbrella, that this pressure is going to be relieved for you. And it gives you the freedom to kind of move forward and do exactly what your job is and nobody else's. Yeah, so what was that Ten of Wands, this really, heavy burden about? Well, it was about the Tower. Most likely, because of everything that's going on, COVID-19 and all of that, everything's shutting down, unexpected, events. The devil is right behind that, so really unstable, really unstable energy that's affected the area of your life that deals with, work, career, finance, all of that, money, job. Again, the details and specifics are going to vary because this is a general reading, but it has to do, for the Virgos for whom I'm reading, it has to do with that area of your life. And because of external offers coming in or other types of help coming in, that burden is going to be lifted and relieved for you. And the sensation that I get is by the middle of July, Virgo, you're free to move forward. You have the Eight of Coins and the Chariot. So work energy, project energy. You're moving forward, and you managed to pull yourself through this pretty much by the hair of your chinny chin because you refused to give up. You kept pushing ahead. So really lovely reading, Virgo. And that is your reading for the first half of July. I hope you found it useful. Again, if you would like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something, if any of the videos resonate for you, you can click on the description link below. Email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you and to hear from you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the July mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.